The dense, eerie jungle on the uncharted planet of Zalara was alive with the sounds of strange creatures and the rustling of leaves. The atmosphere was thick and humid, wrapping around Danny Parker like a second skin as he trudged forward, frustration mounting. As a young, daring space engineer, he had always been stubborn, and this time it felt like it might lead to his demise. "Come on, where are you?" Danny muttered to himself, tapping the malfunctioning screen of his wrist communicator. The device sputtered a few random static sounds, but ultimately fell silent, thanks to the magnetic interference that plagued the area. His crew had been exploring this planet for weeks, and after a long day of research and data collection, he had wandered too far from the camp in search of a rare mineral. Now he was separated and alone, with no way to signal for help. After stumbling through thick vines and uneven terrain, he finally emerged into a clearing, and there it was, a massive structure, half buried under layers of foliage and shrouded in a ghostly mist. Ancient stone blocks covered in glowing lichen hinted at a once great civilization. The moment he stepped onto the crumbling stone pedestal, an ancient hum echoed through the jungle, deep, resonant, and as alive as if it had been waiting for him all these eons. Intrigued, Danny approached the structure. The alien hieroglyphs that decorated its walls pulsed faintly as he neared, illuminating his path with a soft, otherworldly glow. The designs were intricate and mesmerizing, depicting creatures and landscapes he could scarcely comprehend. As he moved closer, a sense of foreboding filled him, yet his curiosity drove him forward. In the center of the structure lay a circular doorway framed with symbols and energy conduits, dormant and covered in moss. It looked like nothing he had ever seen, a fusion of organic and mechanical elements that hinted at a forgotten technology. Danny's heart raced. Could this be a portal? The possibility thrilled him, despite the warnings his instincts screamed at him. Without thinking, he reached out to touch the surface of the portal. The moment his fingers made contact, the symbols flared to life, and the portal activated with a dazzling display of light. A sudden surge of energy pulled him through, the world around him dissolving into a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds. Danny landed hard on a surface that felt strange and pliable beneath him. He blinked rapidly, struggling to comprehend his surroundings. The atmosphere was breathable, but everything felt slightly off, as if he was being watched. Above him, a starlit landscape stretched infinitely, dotted with crystalline structures and alien flora that hummed with unseen energy. "What the hell just happened?" he gasped, picking himself up and brushing off the dust. He realized he had been transported to a realm far beyond his comprehension, a place where the rules of physics seemed to bend and warp. After catching his breath, he took stock of his surroundings. The air was filled with an electric charge, and he felt a subtle vibration underfoot, almost like a heartbeat. As he ventured deeper into this bizarre land, he discovered strange creatures darting between the crystals, ethereal beings that flickered in and out of existence, leaving trails of luminescence behind them. Danny's sense of wonder was cut short by a sudden voice that echoed around him. "You are not of this realm, human." Spinning around, Danny faced a shimmering figure, a Zareth AI guardian with luminescent skin that reflected the starlight. The Zareth were an ancient alien race that had once dominated the galaxy, known for their advanced technology and psychic abilities. However, they had vanished from history after a catastrophic galactic war. "I am Valron," the AI said, its voice resonating with authority. "Your arrival has awakened this long-dormant nexus. It is unexpected." Danny felt a mix of awe and apprehension. "What do you mean, awakened? I just stumbled in here." Valron's gaze narrowed. "You have activated the portal network designed by the Zareth to facilitate intergalactic travel. Your presence here has consequences." As Valron explained the history of the Zareth, Danny learned that this portal system connected countless worlds across the galaxy, including Earth's distant past. But after the massive galactic war, the Zareth destroyed most of their portal network to prevent their enemies from tracking them. This portal, now forgotten, had lain dormant for millennia. "You must understand," Valron said, its tone grave, "your activation has triggered a reboot of the portal network. Entities across galaxies will soon become aware of its functionality again." Danny's heart raced at the implications. "What does that mean for me? For Earth?" "It means danger," Valron replied. The Dravkar, a predatory species that sought to use the portal network for conquest, will likely detect the reactivation. They could descend upon your world, seeking to reclaim their former dominion. Danny's mind raced. The Dravkar were notorious for their ruthlessness, and their thirst for power was insatiable. What can we do to stop them? Valron's holographic visage flickered with uncertainty. To prevent their return, you must shut down the network from within, but it requires a sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? Danny pressed, determination hardening his resolve. The portal must be overloaded, Valron explained. But doing so will likely draw every hostile entity in the region to our location, including the Dravkar. Then we do it, Danny said, his voice steady. I won't let them threaten my world. Valron studied him for a moment before a flicker of respect crossed its features. You are unlike any human I have encountered in the archives. Very well, I will assist you. With that, Valron provided Danny with a special alien device, an intricate weapon capable of shutting down the entire network. Use this wisely. It may draw unwanted attention, but it is our best chance. Danny felt the weight of the device in his hands, a blend of fear and exhilaration coursing through him. Let's do this. As they prepared to overload the portal, the air thickened with tension. Valron guided Danny deeper into the crystalline landscape, where the energy pulsated like a living organism. As they navigated the alien terrain, the vibrant colors and shimmering forms around them began to change, morphing into darker shades. The atmosphere crackled with energy, signaling the impending arrival of the Dravkar. Stay close to me, Valron instructed, projecting a shield around them as they traversed a narrow pathway bordered by jagged crystal formations. Danny's heart raced as the landscape began to shift violently. We need to hurry, he urged, adrenaline surging through his veins. Suddenly, a deafening roar shattered the silence. The ground shook beneath their feet as a massive Dravkar warrior appeared, its grotesque form towering over them. With razor-sharp claws and glowing eyes that radiated menace, it advanced with predatory intent. Danny instinctively raised the alien device, ready to defend himself. What do I do? He shouted over the noise. Focus your thoughts, Valron instructed, the shield flickering as the creature lunged. Channel the energy through the device. It is attuned to your will. With the Dravkar closing in, Danny took a deep breath, channeling his fear into determination. He aimed the device and released a blast of energy that struck the Dravkar squarely in the chest. The creature staggered back, shrieking in pain, but it quickly regained its composure and charged again. Danny's pulse quickened as he ducked to the side, narrowly avoiding the creature's claws. The battle unfolded like a nightmare, the jungle around them becoming a blur of colors and sounds. Valron fired bursts of energy, but the Dravkar's resilience was unnerving. Keep it occupied. I need to reach the core, Danny shouted, darting toward the pulsating heart of the portal. Valron engaged the Dravkar, creating barriers of energy to keep it at bay. You must hurry, Danny. The nexus is unstable. Danny sprinted forward, dodging energy blasts and the encroaching shadows of more Dravkar warriors emerging from the depths of the jungle. With each step, the ground trembled, and he could feel the pulse of the portal resonating with urgency. Finally, he reached the core, an orb of swirling energy surrounded by intricate machinery, pulsating with power. But as he activated the alien device, a blinding light engulfed him, and he was thrown backward, landing hard on the ground. Valron's voice echoed in his mind. You must concentrate, Danny. Channel everything you have. With the last remnants of strength, he gripped the device and focused on the memories of his friends and family on Earth, igniting a fierce determination within him. For Earth, he shouted, unleashing a wave of energy that surged into the core. The energy flared to life, brighter than anything Danny had ever witnessed. The ground shook violently, and a swirling vortex of light erupted around them. The Dravkar, sensing their imminent doom, shrieked in terror and fled into the shadows. Danny felt the portal responding to his will, twisting and reshaping itself in a dazzling display. But he also felt the pull of the energy threatening to consume him. Valron, we have to go, he yelled, but Valron remained at his side, a fierce determination etched on its luminous face. I will not abandon my charge, Valron replied. This is the only way to ensure their return is permanently halted. No, we can do this together. Danny insisted, grabbing Valron's arm. With a final burst of power, the Nexus exploded in a shower of brilliant colors, and everything around them began to collapse into chaos. The last thing Danny saw was Valron's solemn nod, a promise that their sacrifice would not be in vain. Danny awoke in his own camp, the familiar sounds of his crewmates bustling around him. Disoriented, he sat up, trying to grasp what had just happened. The portal was gone, the jungle tranquil and silent as if nothing had transpired. "Danny, you're back!" his teammate Sarah exclaimed, rushing to his side. "We thought we lost you." A wave of relief washed over him, but his heart ached with the knowledge of what he had left behind. The memory of Valron, the Zareth Guardian, and their desperate fight for survival lingered in his mind, a reminder of the fragile balance between worlds. "I'm okay," he replied, forcing a smile. "But we need to leave this planet. It's not safe anymore." As they prepared to depart, Danny couldn't shake the feeling that their adventure was only the beginning. The cosmos held countless mysteries, and he was determined to explore them, ensuring that the sacrifices made would echo through time. As the ship ascended into the star-speckled sky, Danny gazed out at the swirling galaxies beyond. He had faced unimaginable dangers and forged a bond with an ancient being. The universe was vast, and he was but a small part of it. Yet the experiences he had lived through would shape him forever. "Next time," he whispered to himself, "I'll be ready." And somewhere in the depths of the universe, an ancient portal lay dormant once more, awaiting the next brave soul daring enough to uncover its secrets.